Hey, okay, so we've just left the house and we are on another small adventure. We're on the coffee adventure. So we just stopped at a local shop which sells local coffee, and I'm gonna have a look at a few things and choose one. Wacky races. So let's go and have a look at some coffee and I'll choose which one I think's interesting. Ooh, cafe. Where's the coffee? There's a queue, unbelievably. I thought I'd just jump the queue like local style. Okay, so we're at the local store in An Phu and we picked up some local coffee. So the first one is the Than Thuy from Pleiku. And I'll talk a little bit later about the roasting and the flavour. The next one we got is from our famous coffee shop in the city as well, in Pleiku, so we'll try that. This one is probably the most famous in the area, so we'll also give that a go. Our favourite coffee shop, which is about 5 minutes up the road by bike, which is Classic Coffee. We'll film there another day, so I'll show you. They've actually got their blend as well, and I do like their coffee there. It's very good, very nice mellow taste. And then my wife's recommendation is this one. So here we go. We've got five packs of coffee from Pleiku to try, and then I've got one at home from Dalat. So with that, let's head back to my house and we'll have a little bit of a coffee tasting with my father-in-law, who's a professional coffee taster because he's been drinking it all his life. Okay, folks, let's go. Okay, now welcome back. We're at the family compound right now, and I've set up some of the coffee that you just see me buying in the last clip. So let me just spin the camera around and we'll have a look at what we've got. Okay, so I went a bit overkill, but okay, so in the shop, you saw me pick up this coffee, which is Than Thuy, and that's from Pleiku, and it says on there, look, Pleiku. And it was 45,000 dong, which is about $2.20, something like that. $2, just say $2 for the sake of it, it's easier. So basically, if it's 45,000, you would just cut that in half, basically, and use the first two numbers as, say, $2.50, for example, or $2 something a little bit less. So the 2 is very important, especially in that small denomination. And the GL's for Galai, Yalai, which is Pleiku. Okay, the next one we've got is coffee Phiem Phong, and that was 55,000 dong. As you can see, it's also GL, which is Yalai, Galai, Pleiku. Oh, sorry, forgot. Okay, and just as I mentioned, this one again, the Than Thuy, is from Galai. It's 45,000 dong, which is about $2, and it's 100% Arabica, as you can see. Okay, and back to again, this Phiem Phong. I should ask my wife what it is. I'll tell you later. And that's 100% Arabica, Robusta, cherry, Katimor, and butter in the mix and in the roast. So it's 55,000 dong, which is about $2 and 50 cents, let's just say. And that's GLs for Galai, Pleiku. Here we go, the next one. And that is, the next coffee is from Dak Lak, but it's one of the most famous coffee blends. I'll just hold the pack up so you can see the name. And it's really popular, see it everywhere. That's 52,000 dong. It's from Dak Lak, and it's Arabica, Robusta, Katimor, and Excelsa, all coffee types. It didn't say there was any butter or caramel or anything added to that one, so that's maybe just pure coffee. Okay, let's look at the next one. That's from Classic Coffee, which is our favorite coffee shop. So let's just look at the label. And there you go, there's the Classic Coffee sign, and it says a Café Bot. And okay, there you go. So let's look at the ingredients there. That's Arabica, Robusta, cherry, Excelsa, and that's got butter and salt in the roast. It's got GL, which is for Yalai, 43,000 dong, which is about $2 mark again, depending on the fluctuation of the market. Okay, let's go to the next one. Here we go, Tu Ha. And the coffee itself is from Galai, it's roasted in Galai. The main bulk of the roast is 92% Robusta, as you can see, but it's also got soybean, butter, caramel, salt, and mocha essence or mocha aroma in there. So I wonder if that's natural. I don't know. It doesn't say on there. So finally, the coffee that I picked up the other day in the last video, which was in Dakdo. And the owner said to me that the beans were from Dalat and obviously roasted in Dakdo at the back of their store. So 60% Robusta, 20% Arabica, 20% cherry. And okay, here we go, folks. I know I've went a little bit overkill, but I thought it's just easier to write these down rather than doing subtitles and graphics online, because I'm just editing on my phone. So there you go. I'll just go over them again so you can have a look at the packs. But the most important thing is how they taste and how they smell, the aroma. And here we go, guys. We're on a coffee adventure today. So I went a little bit overkill, so I did a lot of preparation. And I got some coffee glasses and some little coffee filters. So I'll get the father-in-law out later to partake in the tasting session, because he's an excellent coffee drinker. Folks, so welcome back, folks, to Adventures in Vietnam, and today we're having an adventure with coffee. So I went a bit overkill, but some subscribers were asking about when you're going to do the coffee tasting. So rather than do some half-hearted coffee tasting, I thought I'd just get a variety of coffee, and then we got a coffee filter for each one. So I'll just set up. So traditional, for those who don't know, this is your standard traditional Vietnamese coffee filter, base with the perforated holes. It's got the main cup to hold the coffee. And then once you put the coffee in, you put the little plunger inside, for a better word, I think plunger. It's also perforated to allow the coffee to rise. And then you put the cap on, that keeps it in place. Okay? So that's your standard one. So I've got 6 of those for each variety. So give me coffee and TV. Oh, I need some blur music in the background, coffee and TV, eh? Okay, so I'm going to leave them set up like that first. And then next, I'm gonna get the scissors. Yeah, this is like Tony Hart's DIY show or something. Take Heart. Yeah, the old man's sleeping right now, so I will, in a bit, zip open the first pack of coffee, and I'll put 2 spoons of coffee into the first cup, and I'll do the same throughout the whole lot, and then I'll just pour water into each one, fill it up, and then we'll do the tasting with the father-in-law. But as it stands, I'm going to leave it there right now just to chill. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel, Adventures in Vietnam. I went overkill. There was a few comments requesting that I do a coffee tasting after buying this coffee in Dakdo. And at first I thought, I'll just go home and taste the coffee a little bit and yay. But being me, I thought I'll get a few more coffees, so I went overkill. So I got 5 extra coffees, mainly from Pleiku. And if you look on there, it says GL for Yalai and a price, a bit of a breakdown of each one. I'll put a photograph on YouTube in between so you can stop and have a look and read stuff carefully. But look, there's mainly Arabica, Robusta, Cherry, Excelsa, which is a new one to me. Also Catimor, and butter, salt, and mocha essence being added to some of them. So it's quite interesting thinking about when people roast coffee that they add salt and butter and caramel to enhance the flavour. So, but the first one, which is Than Tui from Pleiku, I quite like the package. That's 100% Arabica, so I'm looking forward to tasting that. The second one, which is called Phin Phong, is Arabica, Robusta, Cherry, Catimor, and butter for the flavour and the roast. And that one's also from place called Yalai or Galai. The next one, which is, the name of this one's a little bit difficult for me to, Trung Yun, Trung Huynh, oh that's Huynh, Huynh Yung.
Trung Nguyên.
Trung Win, you can edit that out. So this one's Trung Win, and it's from Daklat. It's Arabica, Robusta. It's also Catimor and Excelsa. And you can see the price on that one was 52,000, so that's about $2.50, say. Okay, next one. This one's from Classic Coffee, which is our favorite coffee shop, which is about 5 minutes by bike, like I said previous, and it's Café Bot, and it's 43,000 dong, which is about $2 exactly. And it's also from GL, which means Yalai. It's Arabica, Robusta, Cherry, Excelsa, butter and salt in that one, and it's 43,000, so a little bit cheaper than the more famous brands. Okay, here we go. Tuha, and it's also from Galai, which is GL, 45,000 dong. Again, that's about $2, just say roughly. For if it's $2.20, then I'm sorry, you know, just roughly $2. Now, interestingly, this is the only one that's 92% Robusta. So comparing that to the first one, Fan Tui, which is 100% Arabica, 92% Robusta. And also an unusual thing about this one is it's got soybeans, butter, caramel, salt, and mocha essence, I think it said on it. I'm not sure. It says mocha on it, but I don't think it's coffee beans. I think it's just probably some essence. Could be mocha beans though, so don't quote me on that one. Okay, so Yafu, I think that says Yafu on there, so Yahoo! That's the one I bought the other day on the video.
Receiving from somebody as a present.
Okay, yeah, sorry. So yeah, my wife just corrected me. This is the one I bought, but then the woman insisted I take the money back and accept it as a gift, which I thankfully, quite gratefully did. Yeah, so the woman gave me the money back and I accepted it gratefully as a gift, which was really amazing experience, I think. Smells great. Now this one, the woman told me is from, the beans are from Dalat, okay? So you can look Dalat area on Vietnam map, Google map somewhere. It's 50,000 dong, but I got it for free. Thank you, thank the Lord. 60% Robusta, 20% Arabica, and 20% Cherry. So sounds really interesting. Next step, you can see I've got the traditional Vietnamese coffee filter on there, which is of the base, which is perforated aluminium, and then the cup, which is also perforated, and then I'll put 2 spoons of coffee in each one, and then, as I prepared earlier, I'll put 2 spoons of coffee in each one, and then I'll put the plunger, for lack of a better word, I'd say plunger. So what I'll do is I'll put the coffee in, and then I'll put the plunger in and press the coffee down a little, and then pour the water in and stick on a cap, and that'll keep the plunger down inside the coffee. Because sometimes the plunger will raise up and topple over, so it can sometimes affect the coffee and make it powdery. So I don't want stuff spilling over the edge or coffee grains getting into the coffee. I want it to be nice and silky, velvety, smooth. So I usually don't bother with this, but I'll show you today what you do. So without further ado, let me go and get some hot water. I'll come back and we'll get started. Okay, folks, stick with me. We have gone all out mental and we've gone crazy and bought loads of coffee. A selection of 6 coffees. The first one we're going to go with is Tham Tui. So look, I'm just going to open it up, take a couple of spoons into the coffee filter. 1 or 2, maybe a little bit more. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, that's that one done. I'm going to have to tape these up again, am I? That's what I needed. I needed tape. slightly bigger grinds. It smells really different as well. I can see why maybe this one's the most popular. It's got a rich aroma to it. Okay, let's go. Next one. Our favourite coffee shop, Classic Coffee. Okay. Oh, look at that. It looks quite moist as well, the grinds. Okay, I'm going to give that a good go. Okay, Classic Coffee. Nice aroma, quite mild. Okay. Bacon hot. Okay, here we go. Through, huh? So look, sniff. Quite mild aroma from the bag. It looks quite moist inside as well, the coffee. Okay, I'll get a good mound of that in there. Okay, that's cool. It's quite subtle aroma compared to that one, the Trung Yung. Is that right? Trung Yung?
Trung Nguyên.
Trung Win. Oh, Trung Win. Okay, so I'll edit that in, hopefully, if possible. Trung Win, that one's really powerful aroma. Here we go, we're down to the last one, the one I got in Dakdoa. The one supposedly from Dalat beans, as she told me. Quite a dark aroma. Here we go. Okay, it looks quite moist. Got a couple of spoons in there. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, that's good. Ooh, quite a dank aroma from that one, quite dark. Fill it up. Get the plunger in first. Get some hot water in it. Okay. Put the cap on. Which actually 2 caps on that one, sorry. I didn't separate them properly. Oh look, it's starting to drip already. If you have a look closely, you'll see it. If you can zoom in a little bit there, honey, you'll see it dripping. Okay, there we go. Here we go. We've got 2 spoons of coffee in there. I'm going to put the plunger in. Some hot water in there. Shoe fly. Okay, get the cap on there. Same deal. Plunger. Fill it up. Okay, cool. Get the next one in, plunger. Fill it up. Wow, okay, let's put a little, I'm going to top that up a little bit more and then put the cap on. Okay, cap on. Again, spoons of coffee. Plunger. Okay, let that go. I'll do the other one. 2 spoons of coffee, a little bit more maybe. Plunger, and then fill it up with hot water. Okay, and I'll go back to this one and just fill it up a little bit. Okay, I'm back to this one just a little bit. It hasn't gone through yet, that one, weirdly. Okay, let's get the cap on that one. Okay, I might top that up a little bit more. Okay, let's get the cap on that one. Oh look, the plunger's risen up there a little bit. Damn. Can I fork it out somehow? Okay, there he goes. There she blows. Get the cap on. Okay, cool. Okay, job done. Fantastic aroma. And as promised, we've got the coffee tasting session going on. So, as you've seen in the previous clip, how to work the coffee filter, how much coffee to put in. You know, I'm sure other people have got various techniques how they do it, but I'm just watching the local people and family, what they do. So, we got 6 varieties of coffee, 6 blends, 6 roasts, whatever you want to say. And you can see them now, they're just slowly dripping through there. So I hope this meets the standard that you're requiring. Those who mentioned in the comments, can you do a coffee tasting session? So here we are, yeah. Today I've roped in the father-in-law to help me with the coffee drinking. So he's a long-time coffee drinker. So first one we're going to go for is this one. And let me just take off let me just sort it out. Okay, so first take off the lid and then you can pop the tray straight on the lid if there's any spillage, okay? Here we go. First one. Good? What would you say, bitter or?
Of course, bitter. No sugar in it.
You don't need sugar in it, no?
No.
Well, for me, I probably put too much water in it. I probably filled them up too much, did I? So
Yeah.
they're a little bit lighter than what it would be. They're not as viscous. So, because I put too much water in it. I'm going to pop the tray in there and then give it to father-in-law to try it. So this one's that one. Ask your dad to tell you what he feels of it. How does he feel about the taste of that one?
Và phải so sánh hai cái đó thử như thế nào?
Cái này ngon hơn này.
Ok. Phiên Phương Win.
Okay, that one for me, this one's thicker, smoother.
Đậm hơn ba ha.
Đây đậm hơn.
If I just go back to that one.
Đấy uống nhạt hơn, thành thị.
Oh,
A
sorry.
bit lighter.
That one's a bit lighter, but it's a bit lighter, yeah, definitely lighter. Okay, let's try the next one. I'm just going to take a scoop of water and give that to the father-in-law to try. I'll take some water to cleanse my palate. He's got water there now.
Này thơm hơn.
Okay, so
Better
he's-
smell.
better smell, yeah, the aroma. Yeah, I can smell it instantly, the aroma.
Thơm hơn.
And the flavour as well. It's got kind of a nutty, it's got more of a flavour to it, like a nutty, chestnutty. That's the best one so far.
Ba cái nào nhất ba?
Cái này
Yeah,
Trung Nguyên.
that's the best one so far. So I'm
Hèn
trying
chi
to
nó nổi
cleanse my
tiếng.
palate.
Nó thơm mà nó đậm đà, nó không có bị chát nhiều, đến chát.
Okay, so let's try the next one. That's the one. That's our favourite coffee shop, Classic Coffee. Not a famous blend, but okay, I'll let him go first, and then I'll try it. No. Okay, so that one's Arabica, Robusta, Cherry, Excelsa, butter and salt, and 43,000. I quite like the smell of that. It's got a cherry.
Cái đấy
I can
là
smell the cherry in there for sure.
cà phê chỗ Classic này ba. Đường Lê Duẩn nè.
No, no. Okay, for me, I can taste the cherry in that much clearer than, for example, this one. This one's got a little bit of cherry in the mix. It's Arabica, Robusta, cherry, Catimore, and butter, but I couldn't taste the cherry in that. But this Classic Coffee got a really strong cherry nose to it. Here we go. Next one, Tuha. All right, Tuha. Okay, I'll just take the lid off again, and then I'll rest the tray on there. I'll cleanse my palate while he's doing that.
Có cái đánh không chứ không có thơm.
Thu Hà đánh thôi.
Thu Hà đánh.
Okay, so this Tuha is 92% Robusta.
Đánh.
It's got caramel, salt, butter, soybean paste or soybean powder, I imagine, or just soybeans. Maybe after extracting the soy milk, they've used the spent grain, maybe. For me, it's quite good because it's 92%, and I can taste the single flavour in there. It's like a single malt in one sense. I quite like that one, to be honest. It's quite a nice taste. Here we go.
But my dad says it's only bitter, not
Yeah,
that
quite
great
bitter.
smell.
That kind of suits my palate though. So
Okay.
okay, last one. Cap off in the tray on there so it doesn't make a mess, but I'm making a bloody mess, I'll tell you. Here we go. Let's try the last one, which is the one from Dalat that I videoed the other day. No. That's a no. Let's see.
Cái đấy đánh thành là đánh chèn luôn.
It's quite bitter. It's got kind of a, it's kind of astringent smell and taste to it. That's a Robusta 60, Arabica 20, Cherry 20.
Bà cho điểm cái nào nhất ba?
A little bit sourness to it.
Đây thì có
Hiện chỉ nó hợp với vị của tất cả mọi người. Dễ uống.
Right, I'm just going to go back through them all one more time. The Tuha,
thu hà là cái vị đánh
I like that. It's thick, it's bitter, it kind of suits my palate. Classic coffee, instant cherry nose. Again, I don't mind that. It's got quite a smooth body and quite naturally sweet when you taste it. Mind you, it's got butter in there. Excuse me. Okay, I'm back to this one. It's got the best nose, I must say. It's got the best smell. It's got like a full, fruity, nice mouth feel. It's got a round taste when you swallow. It's got like a round taste. I don't know how to describe coffee taste. It's got a round kind of flavour. Yeah, that's quite good. I can see why that's really popular. Okay, I'm on to that one. Here we go. Doesn't have much of a smell, I've got to say. There's a very little aroma. Sour now when I go back. Okay, last one, back to the cafe twee, tan twee. Very little aroma, almost tea-like. And I probably put too much water in that one, so it's a little bit light. Hands down the winner. Yeah, I think both of us agree that hands down the winner is this one, which I think is nationwide. Is this one available nationwide too?
Yeah.
So, well, I can see
Globally as well.
Pardon?
Globally as well.
Globally as well.
Yeah.
Well, I can see why. But I do like the cherry element on that classic coffee one, was pretty good. Okay, folks, thanks for watching. Hopefully there's a little bit of information for you there. Maybe I went a little bit all out today, but you know, why not? And yeah, thanks to father-in-law for helping out today. Sorry, he's busy today and he's been going like, quick, hurry up, I need to go, I've got stuff to do. So anyway, thanks for helping us out. Okay, see you guys next time, Adventures in Vietnam, yay! Okay, so thanks very much for watching the video, folks. So it looks like Trum Nguyen was the winner today. The aroma and the tasting was much more profound than the other coffees. So, I mean, that's why it's an international seller. So it's understandable why it won. So if you're interested in the channel, if you like the content, if you want to see us improve, then subscribe, thumbs up, comment, and by all means share. And cheers. Thank you very much again. See ya.